Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto Vice City on the Mysterious GG. I'm slightly annoyed because I just recorded a video that the video output came out corrupted, so I'm going to have to replace the video, which is a little bit annoying. But we finished the Da Nang thing, which means I need to redo the mission. So I successfully completed a mission in a video that has been eaten, but it didn't take me the whole video, and I was just kind of wrapping shit up afterwards, and I'll feel bad if you don't see any of this now, I guess. I went to the racetrack in Los Santos and did a couple of rounds of the 8-track thing, and at one point I got into first place, but I never finished. I always kept the car getting destroyed before I can finish the race, so I've never won this one. And I did a lot on screen, just like chatting while saving, stepping outside, stepping inside, getting the weapon power, getting the weapon drops. Like, I decided to keep the shotgun that we have at San Fierro and the Uzi we have at San Fierro. So mostly I was replacing the grenades that you can get from San Fierro drops with the Molotovs, and I was getting AK ammo. So that was all stuff I was doing off screen after we finished the mission. But then I was just like, well, what the hell? Let's go for a date with Helena, because Helena Wankstein, because we haven't really done dating with her on screen. And I got to where I was about to pick her up, and it was time to call it a video. So what I'm going to do now is let's go on a date with Helena, and then we will save, and then I will load, and we will like step into the time tunnel, and we'll do that mission, but we'll do this date first. How about that?
I want brawn, not brains, and you have neither.
Oh, because I'm super fat now. I forgot about that. Well, fuck her. Anyway, you can see inside her place we can get a chainsaw, pistol, flamethrower. We lost progress with her, but you know what? She called us fat, so fuck her. I'm not that worried about it if she called us fat. We'll just take her chainsaw and some of her flamethrower. So you get different things for starting to date the girls. Because we're dating see, the 2-player game I never did anything with that I can recall. But yeah, because we're dating her, this place opened up. Because we got 100% with her, we get the keys to this truck, I guess. Because Sadler's like a unique truck. And you know what? So we lost progress with her, and we didn't get to date her because we put on weight. I would have thought with our sex appeal that high, we would have been fine, but no, like we had to maintain low muscle or whatever. So you know what? She's whatever. Let's do the drive back on camera. So I was gonna say I could load my game to avoid having lost relationship progress with her, but who cares? We got the vehicle keys. We got a special unique outfit for dating her, which I haven't even shown up on screen because I don't care about it, but we got it. What I'm getting at is we've got everything we can get out of that relationship in terms of game rewards. So let's just take advantage of the fact that I grabbed that chainsaw. You know what? No, because I like the samurai sword. What we don't have now is a flamethrower. Alright, forget this. I saved after Snail Trail. So January 31st. I got 2 different saves. The later of the 2 has me having picked up more ammo. So alright, we will lose that. It's not that I'm worried about losing progress with her, but like I kind of like the samurai sword now that I'm using it. but we know where to get a chainsaw. The chainsaw I associate with Vice City, and I always think of it as being like the personal gift that Tommy Vercetti received from Colonel Cortez. So I'll do Snail Trail again. I turned off the radio when I did it on screen.
Hey, CJ.
Or when I did it last time, I got
what's
lost.
up, Jethro? Some cops are looking
Jethro
for you in
Bodie?
the office, man.
I'm annoyed I lost the time, though. That 30-minute video is just gone, because I'd actually budgeted the time for how much I wanted to LP tonight, and now I'm going to need to go an extra 30 minutes.
Nice to see y'all kicking back.
I wonder how your brother's sleeping, curled up next to his shower daddy while you live comfortably on the outside.
Yeah, you're just trying to press my buttons, and I'm not going to let you.
What y'all want this time?
Only I can decide whether
Well,
I
what we
will be
want is
angry.
to get on with our jobs in peace.
All right, never mind. I talked a bunch of stuff. I talked a little bit about. I can't remember what his name was. Pulaski. I can't tell whether he's actually a racist or if he's just pressing CJ's buttons, because he gets along okay with Tenpenny, but he does have a tendency to call you boy. Oh, I screwed up here. I was supposed to. Supposed to get the sniper rifle. You got to get the sniper rifle. It's not okay with you not getting the sniper rifle, even if you've already got sniper rifle. Together again. Can't keep us apart. Too much love in this Mississippi heart. Too much love in this Louisiana heart. So if you're annoyed by me singing along with that, there was a lot more of it in the video that was eaten. I even got a little self-conscious about it and talked about how I've been watching Retsupre recently. Like Retsupre is one of those things I'll go a long time without watching it, and then I'll watch it. I'll watch some of it for like, and watch it till I've kind of had my fill, and then I won't watch it again for like months or years. And I was doing that with Retsupre, so it's making me even more self-conscious about stuff like singing along. I started saying things like, "Oh yeah, I'm great commentary here." You can tell this is real pro LP when I'm nothing insightful to say and I'm singing along with the music. So of course I switched to another song that I like. What else did I say in the last video? Insightful comments. I said, because I like Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man, if that's the name of the song, which it probably isn't. And I was saying, like, yeah, like there's really no genre of music that I don't like at least some of it. And then I thought to myself, well, I don't know if that's literally true. There's nothing that's even vaguely mainstream in the United States where there's no example of the genre that I like a little bit. And then I thought there's like, atonal, non-melodic music. Or there's like, people do like non-melodic, atonal compositions. Then I don't even know if they consider them music. Like, I think part of the idea is that it's not music. I don't really like sitting down and listening to them, so yeah. You might not even know what I'm talking about if you haven't. If you never hung out with art school people. Okay, somehow I lost speed here and I'm having a hard time keeping up. So anyway, if I can do this the same way I did it last time, it was actually quite simple. I had one or two mildly close calls, but the main thing is, in order to make sure I don't lose the bike, what I did last time, so the first time we tried this mission, which did make it on camera.
Only joking, it got repossessed, and I left seafood in the trunk.
The issue was I got spotted when the SPOOK-O-METER range for detecting you and getting annoyed and getting weirded out by you vastly increases when he's in a car. So I was behind him still in the train station, and suddenly, because I was in a vehicle and they were in a vehicle, I was considered way too close and was really quickly spotted. So what I did off screen, and we'll hope it works again, is before he even got out of the train, I drove out of the train station, pulled about a block away from the train station, and parked and waited for him to get out of the train. And then I was able to follow him Because it had enough distance that it was kind of okay for us to both be in vehicles. I wasn't automatically spotted. This is probably not something you'd be advised to do in real life. Follow behind a train on a motorbike like this. All right. So this should be fairly simple. I was slightly worried it wouldn't work. But now I know that it will work. I'm actually approaching from a different direction. Matter of fact, I probably shouldn't approach from this direction. I should get back to where I was. I was over here. I'm gonna wait for a cab to get out. Like as he emerges, I might realize this is actually too close. This might be too close. It depends. Now I can't remember which way. Is a car gonna come from behind me and pick him up, or is a car coming from the road that I was parked on a minute ago? I don't really remember now. But I know where he ends up now. That won't help me too much. If the cab is heading this way, I'm screwed. Because even if I'm going in the opposite direction... Here we go. We should be fine now. Hey, cool. Follow him to Target or Walmart if he prefers. Okay. Apparently I got too close there, so that was... Any car gets that close to him, he freaks out, apparently. So you really can't get that close to him, but as long as he stays on Soliton Radar... Like, I, just for, quote, realism's sake, I like to maintain, line of sight, but it doesn't really matter. Hey, screw you, buddy. I can't get too... I gotta have like 8 car lengths or that guy will get spook-o-metered. Love isn't always on time, guys. You need to understand that.
Cars are just unnecessary, man. Tommy the Nightmare Smith on the dust. It was 9 a.m.
That actually, the dust reminds me. The guy, I can't remember the actor's name. I always remember him as a kid from Head of the Class, which I liked. I liked that. That was a sitcom that was on when I was young that I enjoyed. But he's far more famous. The role that kept mentioning, the guy who played Johnny Fever on WKRP in Cincinnati died recently.
Hello, ma'am.
Thank God you're here!
Which I thought was sad.
In the kitchen.
Not that shock. I mean, he wasn't that young, but... And I guess he died and it was on the national news because they kind of, anytime they, even not a huge celebrity, they usually cover the death of TV and movie actors. But the, because apparently he's not that important, and I felt bad because he died of it was a surgery. Actually, now that I think about it, it should have hit me closer harder than it did. I think he died. It was a failed surgery to remove colon cancer. So similar to the operation that I had, and he didn't make it. And that's occurring to me right now because that hadn't really hit me. What hit me before was, wow, I guess he wasn't that big of a deal that he died because no morons tried to claim that he got vaccinated and then died of vaccine complications, which they did for like Betty White and other people. It's like Hulk Hogan's not out explaining how he, Betty White, who was like 99 years old, died of, oh, as soon as she got vaccinated, she died. Coincidence, brother? Anyway. So we're about to win this. Matter of fact, I think we can stop chasing in a vehicle at this point. Because I'm going to win the mission, and then I'm going to... Oh. He ran off in not the direction I was expecting. Okay, well he didn't run off quite last time. I got the first one and then didn't immediately get the second one, but he started running towards me, which was convenient. Oh, Jesus, I'm having controller issues. Thought it'd be kind of fun to kill him with a grenade, but hot dog vendor is pretty nonplussed.
Trying to get laid out. Pleasure doing business with you.
So you get nothing for it. Grab a hot dog to celebrate. And that is, I kid you not, that is going to be Caesar telling us that the Yay is leaving San Fierro. So, in fact, we want to load Snail Trail. And I'm going to check, see how much time we got left in the video. Because this slot, I will actually have some... yeah, we got another 12 minutes. Because on this slot, I'll actually have some Woppets saved up. But I chose a different save location, closer to Helena, because I was going to take her for a date. But the bitch done, she was mean to me, so... Now, I guess I could still drive up to her place to get flamethrower ammo, but I don't know that I care. It's pretty rare for it to come up. It's not really useful in game.
Ain't this what they mean by carpool?
Like, there's really no situations in game. If there's a mission where you need the flamethrower to proceed, you get one. And otherwise, unless you're just like, you know, I'm not going to say that this never happened back when I was first playing GTA 3, but unless you're like, oh, I'm going to go on a rampage with a flamethrower because it is a crazy weapon I don't normally get to use. Just not a lot of point in having a flamethrower in this game. It not useful. So let's, we got to get back to San Fierro now. So let's, tell you what, let's go down here. Oh, what the hell, while I'm here, we'll get the chainsaw back. I'm changing my mind.
Buy Helmet Shine. Helmet Shine is a fantasy. Helmet Shine is a spectacle. Helmet Shine is you. If you desire, I'm an individual. What is love? The space between your ears. Advertising.
But yeah, I've decided we're gonna get
Tomorrow, I'm the White Rabbit. I dream in black and.
I've decided we're gonna grab us some of her goods. Grab them cakes. That's right, because we got no more of those here too. How much flamethrower ammo do you even get for that? 20, yeah, that's not very much at all. But yeah, she has pretty high standards of what your body will look like before she will have anything to do with you. What a sweetheart. Let's go. Yeah, it's weird. She also is like she has 2 special vehicles. In this one, you don't have to get an affinity from her before she gives you the keys, because this doesn't have doors that could lock anyway. And it is kind of the more interesting of the 2 vehicles that you can get from her place. Anyway, so what we're going to do is just head on... hopefully this gives it... because this thing is a really good motor, and it's...
What are you doing?
It's not easy to flip. It's got a roll cage, after all, so that you won't die. So I guess it is easy to flip, it's just that it's got a roll cage. But, yeah, we'll get ourselves to, ammunition in, Whetstone or Angel Falls, or whatever the hell it's called. Pike's Basin. It's in New Mexico. We'll get ourselves there. And I'll probably just continue on to San Fierro, because we've got time. But the few little gameplay advantages to what happened off screen, like, oh yeah, I went to pick up our $2,000 from the bike mission place, and there was only 400 something, so I can't figure out how slow that regenerates, or maybe it doesn't regenerate when you're not in town, because it should have been a lot more than 2,000. It's been many gameplay hours since we picked up at the Los Santos bike delivery place, and yet we were disappointed. So this is a version of the drive I kept doing with Caesar, where I kept wrecking the car. But you don't have to be anywhere near as careful when you're driving this thing. Although it looks like it's going to probably explode before we finish the trip. It's coming to ammunition with my chainsaw. It's like, hey, we're crazy about guns, not about melee weapons.
You hard yet?
Assault rifle, AK-47. How much does an AK, around an AK ammo cost? 3,500. Well, we have to save that because we're going to have property to buy. We're not that far away, I think, from unlocking, if not property buying in Los Venturas, then, like, the outskirts, I think, might be coming up soon.
Hope you kick some ass. See you again.
I feel bad that this place does, because it's small town ammunition, so it doesn't have a gun range like some of the fancy ones. But I feel bad, like you'd think this one would have a gun range because it's in the sticks. Like this might be the most built up of all ammunitions. Yeah, the late Ye's leaving San Fierro.
Hey, Caesar, the Ye leaving San Fierro, right?
Right, but they're using bikes, CJ, and they go cross country.
Not right now. I gotta check into some shit.
This would be a good, while I have this vehicle, would be a good time to chase somebody cross country. But A, the bikes don't usually go cross country, and B, this thing's gonna explode. Still see if we can't make most of the return journey in it. Wait a second. I never noticed this before. Screw you, Helena. My body is my temple, and I'm happy with how I look. I think she was upset that we have too much muscle. Sometimes the recorded voice lines don't match up with what's going on. Like, I was going on driving dates with Katie, and her recorded voice lines are like, "Drive faster, you wimp, faster," because like her character is supposed to be like she's a little crazy about danger and shit. But the on-screen text will say you're driving too fast, and if you don't slow down, you her fun meter goes down on the driving date, and you lose. So you have to ignore what she's saying and pay attention to the on-screen prompts. And I think that might be true. Like, at least one of the voice lines for the lady at the driver school seems to suggest that you're too fat, but she actually wants you to be fat. Whereas Helena has this thing, she wants you to have really low muscle. But we put on a bunch of muscle for Katie, and now it might be that we can't date Helena for that. I don't remember if Helena had a thing about fat, but I think she liked low fat and low muscle. But she definitely liked low muscle, and I think that's... I had this notion that once you started dating them, it didn't matter. But then with Helena, she started rejecting me even after I started dating her off-screen if my sex appeal was low. And I realized then, oh, well, you just got to have... you just have to drive a really good car to your dates. But then it really did seem like even... Like there, like our sex appeal should have been fine because we had just driven a sports car there. But it still didn't work out.
Look where you go.
And there was bitter failure. Oh, well. So that bandito took us most of the way. Bandito, bandito, bandito. I was jumping for joy to see that hooker. And we might not quite have 30 minutes, but I did a whole video that disappeared. So I'm going to go ahead and say that what I've got right now is enough. And save it. And when we come back next time, we've got a decent amount of the ammo that we've basically recovered more or less the resources we lost from the Da Nang thing. And when we come back next time, we'll see what the next thing is for the triads. Bye-bye.